It's another day in quarantine, self-isolation, social distancing. This is never going to end. It feels like time. It feels like it's never going to end, even though we're hearing all of these things about how we're going to open back up. But if you're like me at all, you hear these stories about people doing a run on ice cream shops in Massachusetts where they can only be open for a day, or locally like Exotic Thai trying, and then customers being morons and so they have to close. It's not just about you. Remember, it's about all of us. We are a society and we're trying our best to be a community and be a society. And I would like to be a lot closer than 6 feet to a whole bunch of people. But I don't know what's going on with them, and they don't know what's going on with me. And we're going to try our best. I hope you're trying your best. And when it feels like it's just too much, take some time for yourself. We have to. If we want to emerge as a society that hasn't gone completely crazy, we have to try our best. So join me. Get your mat, or get a nice firm floor. Get outside if you can. And if not, just go to your room and close the door and sit for a little bit and get yourself together. All right, so we're on our mat and we're gonna do goddess pose today. Now goddess is a wide angle pose, and it's a strong pose. You can almost call it a power pose. You don't need to be Wonder Woman to do a power pose. So take your feet very wide. Toes are either straight on or slightly curved in. It depends on what's more comfortable for your ankles, but it's very wide. So I'm not talking just slightly wider than your hips. It's a very wide pose. And then you're dropping down almost like you're sitting. Again, there is no chair behind you. So as you drop down, there's my knee, your seat drops quite low, but your heart stays quite high. And then you add the goddess arms, right? So bend elbows. Elbows are in line with your shoulders if they can be. Palms are out. And then let your seat come back a little bit further. And it's kind of hard to describe how you'd be thinking about your feet, but your little toes are quite involved. Your little toes are pressing to the mat if they can. So you're pushing down with your seat and lifting up with your heart, and your quads are doing most of this work here, so you're gonna feel it. And that's okay. Feel strong, feel your breath. If you are not comfortable holding it as long as me, that's fine. Get up out of it and drop back down when you're ready to. No problems, no worries. Relax your jaw. I tend to really clench my teeth together and don't even know it half the time, so relax your jaw, soften your face. All right, then we're gonna bring your hands to your thighs, and we're gonna kind of drop into a little goddess twist here. So right hand's gonna turn in, left hand's gonna turn out, and I'm gonna come out toward that left side. And looking over my left shoulder, seat still quite a ways back. Inhale back to center. Now switching those hands, exhale, coming out to that right side, looking over your shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, we come back up. Switching hands, exhale, twisting out. Inhale, back to center, back to your goddess. Getting tired, that's good. Inhale, legs are long. Lead with your breastbone. Exhale, come forward. Drop your head, tuck your chin in. Let those big toes turn toward each other if they can. And then we're gonna walk our hands quite a bit further forward than your shoulders. So this is a wide angle downward facing dog. Bring your hands off the mat. And then press your hips backwards. So your hips stay more in line with your heels if you can. Your shoulders are no longer in line with your wrists or your hands. Chin's tucked in. Base of your big toe, base of your little toe, inner heel, outer heel, nice and strong. Use your breath. Exhales will soften you into the pose. When you come to an inhale, walk your hands back towards your mat. Wide angle forward fold. do a half. Bless you, Miranda. We're gonna do a half lift. So maybe your fingertips are to the mat, maybe they're not. It's okay if your hands are to your elbows. And then breathing in, we come up all the way. Jump or step your feet together. Give your ankles a few turns. All right, taking your feet slightly wider than hip width, but not nearly as wide as they were for goddess. Big toes are together if they can be. We're gonna come into garland pose. Again, like you're dropping into your seat. This is a lot of quads, so if your quads need to break, take more time in between goddess and garland. Heart center. Exhale, drop down. Elbows are either to the tops of your thighs, or if it works for you, in between your knees. Toes might turn out a little bit here, so your heels stay down. Heart still nice and high. Exhale, hands to the floor. Straighten your toes, straighten your legs. Breathe in, we come up, bring those arms around and overhead, palms together. Drop your shoulders. If your shoulders are tight and your hands have to stay apart, that's okay. We're gonna do crescents. So as you exhale, coming out to your right side, cheekbone toward the left arm. Inhale, we're up. Exhale, arms out to the left, cheekbone toward that right side. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale up, exhale. Breathe in, sweep your hands down around to heart center. Let yourself feel centered and grounded. You can do crescents for as many times out as you want to. Just remember balance, so both sides equal. Hope you make the best of today. Namaste.